Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bobcat Sports Weekly. This is episode 21 of Bobcat Sports Weekly. I am your host, Ethan Bishop. I'm joined with my co-host,
Nick Brown.
And we're going to dive into some of the sports that happened over the past week in Bobcat sports and weeks to come. Or not weeks to come, but I guess a week to come. So I'm ready if you're ready, and let's get right into the news. Boys basketball team had a very, very successful week. They went 3-0 on the week. Very, very successful for them. First, they started off the week with Giles come to Bobcat Stadium. Very, very dominating performance from the Bobcats, a 76-27 victory. I mean, Giles,
they're bad. They're just bad.
Yeah, they weren't a very worthy opponent.
They're 0-16.
Yeah, we were talking about them last week about how if we lost to Giles, then we should be worried. But there wasn't a chance that we were going to lose that game. They scored a total of 2 points in the third quarter. So not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but also being kind of disrespectful. They just aren't good.
Maybe they'll turn something around there. Man, they need something.
Yeah, they're kind of on the struggle bus. But then our second game of the week against James River on Friday, a 69-47 victory. Another very, very dominating performance, but a big milestone for Cam Cormany, scoring his 1,000th point in his career.
Mm-hmm. And we got that video right here.
We're very, very excited for Cam Cormany, a very big milestone for him. Hopefully, maybe by the end of his career, he can get to the 2,000 mark. You never know. Maybe he can light it up next year for his senior year. But I mean, we're extremely excited for him. We're also happy for the win too. Mm-hmm. Very, very glad about a win. And then we played them again, and
it was yesterday
on Monday, and we went. I think we were at James River. And that one was actually a little bit closer. We beat them 55-44, but they gave us a little bit more of a run for our money. And another good game out of Cam Cormany, scoring a game high 24. Very, very good.
He only had 1 3 on that game also, so that was pretty impressive. So now he eclipsed the 1,000-point mark against James River, and then had 1,002. He's now got 1,026. Mm-hmm. So very good for him. He actually shot the ball terribly against James River the first game. He had got his 1,000 point. I mean, he was, just no way around it. He could not hit anything. I think he only had 1 3 that game. Let's see here. He only had 1 3, and he only had 1 3 last game. So I don't know how well he shot the three ball against James River yesterday, but clearly it didn't matter since he dropped 24 either way.
Yeah, so that clearly got involved in this game, and we're very happy to see him getting his stride back after a struggling game on Friday. But I mean, 1,000 points for the kid. Mm-hmm. He's doing very well for himself.
Not too shabby.
And then this upcoming week, we've got a very, very action-packed week for all games really. But boys, on Wednesday they play versus Allegheny, or actually at Allegheny. Mm-hmm. But
that's a rough ride.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long ride for our guys, but I don't really know how good Allegheny is or anything, but it's a long ride, and you never know about long rides. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they can kind of get your guys, so a little bit of a game to maybe watch out for. You never know. And then Friday we play versus Glenver at the Radford High School gym. We hope to see a lot of fans there. We should be able to beat Glenver, I think.
I think we beat them by 35 last time we played, something like that.
So I think we should be able to take that one away. And then the big game on Saturday, Northsides at Salem High School. We hope to see a whole lot of Bobcat fans there. It's going to be a rowdy game. Mm-hmm. That was an extremely crazy game last year with Quint Morton Robertson going off that game.
And they had a dude that's going to JMU also this year now. He was there too for Northside. So they're coming off 3A state championship also.
Yep, we came off 2A, they came off 3A. That game's going to be crazy. So we hope to see a lot of Bobcat fans there. And I mean, they were only lost. I think it was 2 years ago. I want to say they were only lost that 1 year
in the regular season. In the regular season, yes.
Yeah.
And
Or
then,
no, that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Because that was the year that we lost to Gate City 2 years ago. But we hope to see a lot of y'all there, and it's going to be a crazy game.
It's at 6:15 Edmore Classic. Get there like an hour before, because last time there was hardly a seat available, and you had to stand. So it's absolutely insane. That's always a huge spectacle there. A lot of schools be there. It's at Salem High School, so kind of weird. They kind of get that home court advantage there, honestly. They certainly got it last year. I was at that game, and there was a lot of anti-Radford fans there. Then, next week, we also want to highlight it. Tuesday, Floyd comes to town.
Oh, shoot.
And so that's the big one that we've all circled ever since they beat us and stormed their court. So definitely, if you see this, you'll see this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know. It's come out the following Tuesday. That's a week from today. We're recording this Tuesday. So yeah, definitely come out to that one. Be as loud as you can because they're obnoxious.
Yeah, that one's going to be another really crazy game. I mean, they're probably our biggest rival in our district, I think, without a doubt. They usually always are our biggest challenge, and they've got some obnoxious fans too, and they like to kind of ruffle our feathers a little bit here at Radford. So that's going to be a crazy game, and hopefully we can pull out a win against them.
They will definitely travel. There's the slight rumor that they're going to have a pep bus coming in, but they're very proud of beating us and they're not gonna let it go so quickly. So
I mean, we saw how that volleyball game for the state semis. We saw how that game turned out. They brought a whole lot of fans to that game. So I assume they'll bring plenty to this game also.
So definitely come out to that one, and Northside games will be wild too. But also don't come out that Friday one. Friday games are always my favorite. I love Friday games.
Yeah,
just because you got nothing else planned the following day, so just come out and support them.
Yes, sir. So the Lady Cats basketball team had a successful week. Also last week, they really only had pretty much 2 games last week. We already talked about the game that they played on Monday, but they played on Friday against James River. A very good game coming out of our girls, a 52-27 victory, and I mean just a very good win for them. And it was nice for them to kind of have a down week, like where they got to like rest up a little bit, especially for this upcoming week. They've got a ton of games this upcoming week, but it was nice for them to get a little bit of rest and get all rejuvenated for this week to come. But speaking of this week to come, they've got one action-packed week. They play 3 back-to-back games. And so Tuesday they play versus Allegheny at Allegheny, and that one's
another rough bus ride.
Yeah, that's a long
and
bus
Allegheny's
ride,
not too shabby.
about.
They have that one really good player.
Yeah, and then we play versus Galax at Radford High School main gym on Wednesday. Y'all should come out to that game.
Galax is pretty good too.
Yeah, it should be a good one. I think we beat them earlier in the year, if I want to say, but
and I heard we played our best basketball that day. So
yeah.
Definitely want to come out that one.
And then Thursday they play versus Glenford at the Radford High School gym. Should be another fun one, and I mean that should be a.
I think we beat them earlier also. Something
Yeah.
like 9-10 points, something like that.
Yeah, we did beat them earlier, and then so they're gonna be pretty exhausted after having 3 games in a row, and then if you fast forward to next Monday, on February the 3rd. Floyd County comes to Radford High School again. But Floyd County comes on Monday and Tuesday for girls on Monday and then boys on Tuesday. Probably both those games are going to be kind of crazy. Going to be loud. Floyd, they bring a lot of their fans. So
yeah, there won't be a shortage of people even at the girls' game. they will bring a lot of fans for that one too.
And that's going to be a tough game too. They beat us a little bit earlier this year, and Floyd's they're always very good in girls' sports. They're good in volleyball this year. They're very good in basketball too. So that's going to be a tough one to come over, but I hope our girls can do it.
Yep, it'd be the first time I think in 8 years, and I know Lexi Rader she wants to beat them so badly, especially being a senior. On the team, along with Ashley Burdett, but I know they definitely want to beat them and finally get over that hump. We've always had good seasons, but we could never get over the beating Floyd. So definitely, this is a good season, obviously so far. So it'd be so nice to go to beat Allegheny, who's not bad. Got a couple shooters on their team, and then beat Galax, who's not bad either. And then defeat Glenver at home. So, I mean, They might be tired, but if I'm Coach Connor, I'd say give them a rest down on Friday. Not like skip practice, but give them a little a light practice on Friday after the 3 straight games.
Mm-hmm.
Then Saturday, I guess you game plan for Monday.
Yep. Yes. I mean that's a good idea. Coming out of Nick Brown over here, you should be a head coach, but but yeah, they're gonna be tired after those games and definitely gonna need their rest for the Monday game.
Mm-hmm. So definitely come out to the games you can come by, but I understand if you don't want to come to every single one because it's gonna be a lot this week. You got a game each week this week technically for boys and girls, but definitely come out to those and definitely make sure you come out to the Monday girls game against Floyd and then the Tuesday game against Floyd too.
Yes, sir. Gracie Connor from 3.
Gracie.
So very, very successful week coming out of all the Bobcat sports. We had actually no swim meets this upcoming week.
And no track meets either.
They have one on Saturday actually.
That's right.
And then there's also a wrestling match on Saturday too. So Saturday we have 3 different sports happening on Saturday with basketball, wrestling, and indoor track. So
indoor track is at Blacksburg.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet. So that's not bad at all.
Yes, come out and support your Bobcats on that day. And Nick actually has some pretty cool stats for us right here.
Mm-hmm. Timesland released their midway through the season statistics for boys and girls. In the boys category, Cam Cormany, 4th in scoring, 20.3 points per game. Absolutely ridiculous there. John Woods is 12th in rebounding. He's averaging 6.8. Nathan Wesley, 4th in assists. How about that? 4.7 per game. Alex Knipe is 6th in three-point percentage, sitting at a nice 44%. And then leading the Timesland in three-point percentage is Cam Cormany. First in three-point percentage with 48.2%. That's pretty darn good. That's getting really close to 50, and that's insane.
Yeah, that's very, very, very good.
And then for the girls, got Lainey Klein. She's 8th in rebounding, and she's out-rebounding John Woods. No, I'm not saying anything. 8.2 per game. That's pretty darn good. Jada Dean 9th in assists with 3.8 per game. Lexi is 4th in free throw percentage, at 78.3. I know she's been telling me how she wants to get up to that 80 percentile. That would rocket her up there, I guess, to maybe 3rd or 2nd. And then also leading the Timesland in three-point percentage for the girls is Gracie Connor.
Oh, shoot.
With 45.9. So we got sharpshooters on our teams.
Yeah, we definitely do. We got two top 3-point shooters in both sports in the Timesland. So that's a pretty cool thing to brag about. I'm not gonna lie. Gracie Connor, very good from 3, sharpshooter from out there. Cam Corney, another good 3-point shooter from behind the arc. And I mean, they're both our 2 people that you need to look for in the corner whenever they're open.
Cam was this was before the last 2 games. He was shooting he's 55 for 114 attempts. And then if we scroll down here to Gracie Connor, let's see here, Gracie Connor, she is 17 for 37. So she's not shooting obviously as much as Cam is, but she's also making them in a pretty high capacity right there.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, a good high percentile of her made shot. And then she's barely edging out a Pulaski girl, Kesslyn Seacrest. I want to say she's pretty young, but 18 for 40 for her. So Gracie's got I know she's hit a couple more since then also, but she's very excited, and I'm sure Cam is too.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely a cool thing to brag about. And so obviously a very, very cool stats coming out right there. And I mean, we've got a very, very action-packed week of Bobcat sports. We hope to see a lot of y'all at some of the games. We got a couple games at home that would be easy to come to. So, and if there's anything you'd like to add?
Not really. Just got a couple big games this week, and then next week, Monday, Tuesday, Floyd.
Be sure to come out to the Northside game. That one's going to be an extremely fun one to come out to. It's at Salem High School, so it's a little bit of a drive, but I think it'd be worth the drive.
Definitely
it's going to be a fun game. Going to be a loud game too. So be sure you try and make your way out there. But be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to share this video with some of your friends. Get it out there. Talk about your Bobcat sports. And I mean, I'm Ethan Bishop.
I'm Nick Brown.
I mean, I think we're signing off.